Ever since I can remember, I've always had this problem where I just become really obsessive about things that I love, to the point where they literally control and ruin my life. I'm sure other people out there have this problem too, but with me, it's become an actual concern. My biggest obsession is probably the Joss Whedon / Buffy the Vampire Slayer fandom. It all started in about sophomore year of high school. My cousin told me that, Buffy was a great show and I should watch it, but since I, was a fan of vampires and supernatural stuff, I figured I might as well give it a shot. I'd heard it was good. Why not? What did I have to lose? I had no idea what I was in for. There are a lot of people who get obsessions with things, but I'm one of those people where I find something that I love and I can't stop thinking about it for days, and I look up everything about it. I can pinpoint the reason that I am a film TV major, and that reason is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is probably one of my most prized possessions. That's not a joke. I'm serious. Now, I watched the entire series, which is 7 seasons, keep in mind. I watched the entire series in about a month. One day, I think I watched 11 episodes in one day, so that's 11 hours. So, following my obsession, of course, becomes the point where I literally can't talk about anything else. I drive my friends insane. Every conversation, I link back to Buffy. This guy has no idea that I have any interest in him at all. What am I supposed to do? Oh my god, that's just like Willow and Xander. Willow is totally in love with her best friend, but he has no idea. It's so creepy, he's like stalking you or something. It's just like in the first season when Angela's stalking Buffy, but he actually is doing it for her own good, and then they fall in love and it's great. I really don't want to go to this party tonight, but I think I'm obligated, It's just like how Buffy's the chosen one and she's obligated to rid the world of demons and vampires, but sometimes she just wants to be a normal girl. I could get a bit annoying, but what can you do? Now, of course, my love for Buffy the Vampire Slayer obviously has led into my complete obsession with Joss Whedon as a person and a genius. So over winter break, I finally got around to watching Cabin in the Woods. Obviously, I would like to take this time to apologize to Joss Whedon and Drew Goddard for ever doubting that they would bring me a cinematic masterpiece with their horror film. For those of you who haven't seen this film, I obviously am not going to spoil it for you because it's brilliant and you should go see it. You should go see it now. Got to the point where I watched it with my mom and she did not understand it at all because it's kind of like a horror satire. I mean, I'm sitting there like this and she's sitting there like... I tried to explain it to her, but it didn't really stick. So naturally, for the next week, it was all I could talk about to my friends, and I made 3 of them watch it with me again and again as I analyzed every piece of the film. Oops. My most recent obsession comes in the form of The Vampire Diaries, which a lot of people say that is not a good show, and they are flat out wrong. It is the most brilliant piece of television that is on today. Okay, that's not really true. That's Breaking Bad, but just hear me out. Vampire Diaries knows what it is and knows that it is a vampire primetime teen soap opera. They write it like that, and that's why it's brilliant. They don't drop plot lines. Everything gets solved relatively quickly, which is incredibly refreshing when there are other shows out there that take seasons to solve one stupid problem that could have been solved in 20 minutes. And there is a pretty hefty fandom that goes along with the Vampire Diaries. A lot of shipping that goes on that I guess I subscribe to too. It just really crept up on me. I don't know when I became so obsessive about it. It's gotten to the point where Jen often finds me in the room, sitting in the fetal position, on the verge of tears, yelling at the TV. It's really an emotional ride every week. Every week. If anybody out there is as obsessed with ridiculous things like I am, go ahead and tell us. Jen and I are both going to make a sincere effort to actually make videos, so please subscribe. We would appreciate it. See you later.